What's up, y'all? It's your girl Carine Cassell. I'm not even gonna spell it out for you because you already know. We're back, Video Vixen Visuals. I'm here with Atlanta's own, Fresh and Local's own, J NOLAN. What's up?
Chillin', man. Just happy to be here. What's going on?
What's up? This is a day one, y'all. We've been posting, working together since 2012. I know I already did a little introduction, but we're gonna start with the first question. Who are you?
Oh man, I'm a man of many hats, I guess you could say. I'm a MC, songwriter, pioneer of Fresh and Local, which is a media company. We do music, sound, like actual sound, live sound, the whole nine.
Excellent.
Yeah, that ain't me though. Like, we got people that do that. So just a lot going on, man. And I won't even say trying. I'm building myself up to be a pioneer in hip hop because I feel like a lot of times artists, they get so consumed in trying to create music that they're not really trying to give back.
Right.
Like, that's my whole thing, is giving back to the community, giving back to the artist community specifically, because I want to inform people on how to do what I'm doing or what I end up doing. I want them to be able to do the same. That's
amazing, because a lot of artists, like you said, are very selfish and nobody thinks to give back until they get to that level. So that's very, very refreshing. To piggyback off of what you just said, what do you think besides that differentiates you from other people on the creative Atlanta scene?
I think one thing that differentiates me is just like, I'm so into lyricism. Like, I couldn't move.
You don't say Gucci Gang 53 times in 2 minutes.
That's not me. You know what I mean? And there's some great lyricists in Atlanta, but I think for the outside world, when they think of Atlanta, they think of the Gucci Gang 53 times type artist, and that's not what that's not what I am at all.
No mumble rapping around.
Nah, I haven't mumbled since I was a baby.
You're lucky. So, speaking of your music, it has been some places, like you were getting a far reach with it. I'm very proud to watch this happen. It's been in a movie called 1155, starring John Leguizamo and Julia Stiles. Like, say the last dance. You got her in there breakdancing to your song?
She was not breakdancing. She had really a small role in the movie, but yeah, it was in there. It just came out this year, back in June. And it's a dope independent film that has like major actors in it. It was pretty cool, you know.
How did you feel hearing that you got that placement?
It was dope. It's actually my first movie placement, so it was a big deal because I've been pushing to get there for a long time. Like, I've had TV shows and stuff like that before this moment, but I really wanted movies.
Wait, can we go back to that? Because when I did my research, I didn't know that you also had some TV show placements. Can we talk about those too?
Absolutely. My music's been placed in quite a few shows. One of the main ones that my music was like forefront and center was UFC Road to the Octagon. Before one of their matches on pay-per-view, there was this Hispanic fighter, I forgot his name, but they played my song for about 2 minutes while he gave his rundown of how he got into UFC, his brother dying, which is like his motivation and everything. So they intertwined it to where it was like a whole ordeal, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the main ones. Had Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, BET News, when they did they did a dedication to Mike Brown. They did a dedication to Mike Brown, and they played some of my music on there, which they were talking to his sisters, and they had Keke Palmer interviewing them. What else? There's a few more placements.
You're just a busy man. You can't remember it all.
No. It's not like, see, with placements and stuff, it's not like I have to do a lot because I make the music and somebody else pitches it. You know, I don't have to work on that yet. So, but I'm definitely grateful for it. So there's like VH1, they did a show with The Game called She Got Game. I think they only had 1 season, but in one of the first episodes for that, they had my music in there. DJ Jazzy Jeff has a travel series called Final Destination, which my music I played on there as well.
The Jazzy Jeff
DJ Jazzy Jeff, yes. And you know, for that particular episode, because like they have a whole crew of people involved with the show, but each person, I guess, gets their own pick of what song they want played, and he actually chose mine. It was him that chose it.
So fire.
That was dope.
So speaking of fire things, this is a great Speaking of 5 things, you also were featured on a song called Careless.
Careless, yeah, it just came out. Yeah.
Artist named Ellie Beth.
Eli Beth, actually.
Eli Beth, I apologize. See, my reading is not on point.
Nah, you good.
But Natalie Emmanuel from Game of Thrones reposted the song. I saw that just scrolling.
It was crazy.
How did that happen and how did that make you feel?
It was dope because I didn't know anything about it. It was just like, I found out 2 minutes before I posted it, right? So I'm like, yo.
I would freak out.
Okay, we moving, you know.
Like we're doing something.
Yeah. So, come to find out, you know, well, I knew that Eli Beth, she's an actress, so she doubles down as an artist. It's more of like a passion project. It's very serious, but it's more of a passion project for her. But acting is her bread and butter, and she's actually been on set with Natalie. They know each other. They're friends actually, so I came to find that out later, but it was still dope.
Regardless, that's awesome because that means somebody of that caliber.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
you got the OGs loving your music, you got the new G's loving your music.
Yeah, and you know she's Fast and Furious family too. So
and she's Fast and Furious. You got Ludacris and them out there.
So it was amazing.
Are you a fan of Game of Thrones?
I actually have not delved into it too deeply. Like I watched a couple episodes and I was like hype, but I didn't like log into it. There's not too many shows I've really like locked into it.
He's not gonna get this reference, but winter is coming and he's not gonna make it because he ain't know.
Hey man, I'm sorry.
Okay, so let's go back to Fresh and Local.
Okay.
Now, what made you decide to start changing your eating habits and to encourage others to do so? Are you a vegan? Are you a vegetarian? Are you a pescatarian? Or none of it?
I am none of the above, actually.
Awesome, either. I love bacon.
Local, I mean, it wasn't really to inspire people to change their diet or anything, but it does play a role. So, the reason I kind of changed my diet is because I grew up eating differently. Like my mother always made healthy meals in the household anyway, so just going out into the world and, you know, getting into fast food and the junk that we get so accustomed to, I wanted to make a change for myself because I know that there's a difference in how I feel. So now that I'm cooking and doing all this stuff for myself, which I do a lot, I try to make sure that I incorporate something healthy, or I try to go for a healthier alternative. Instead of eating beef, we may do turkey, you know, or stuff like that. I'm slowly but surely trying to get away from meat though, and at least do like Beyond Meat, which is the same but different, you know what I mean?
Wait, can you kind of go, can you delve into that a little bit, because I've actually never heard of it.
You haven't heard of Beyond Meat?
No.
Alright, it's a meat alternative. It's plant-based meat, so they're using soy product and a lot of different other plant-based materials to create a meat-like substance. It looks exactly like chicken, it looks exactly like beef, but there's no meat content.
I've actually had veggie tacos made with like beans, I'm guessing, as the meat for the protein. They're actually amazing, so I'm here for that. I'm gonna follow you on that journey. I'll let you try it first.
Okay.
But I'm gonna follow you.
I've been seeing good things about it. I gotta try it for myself.
Okay, so to piggyback off of that, what is your goal for Fresh and Local? Where are you taking it? What's the long-term vision that you have for yourself?
Long-term, Fresh and Local is all-encompassing for everything that I do. So I want to have, I won't even say want to have, I have different divisions, right? So there's Fresh and Local music. There's Fresh and Local, the media outlet. There's Fresh and Local, you know what I'm saying? I want to do soundtracking and stuff, like outside of just like having placements in film. I want to do like actual soundtracking and things like that. So anything that I end up doing in life, I want to have Fresh and Local being a part of it. Actually brainstorming now about opening a storefront for Fresh and Local. That's something that I'm working on for the future. It's not an immediate thing, but it's definitely in the works.
That's awesome. I'll be here definitely looking for that progress and keeping up with it. The last question I want to ask you, and it piggybacks off of the last one as well.
Okay.
What can we expect coming up from you with your music? What can we look forward to? What you got coming out?
I have Rise of Atlantis coming out early 2018, and Rise of Atlantis is it's an album I've been putting together. I worked on it for about 1.5 years now, and basically the whole point of it was just like, I grew up listening to like Outkast, Goody Mob, the original Young Bloods before they switched their style up.
The other Sean Paul?
Huh?
Like the Chubby Sean Paul?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. When they was running on the field talking about UA and all that. Like, dumb dude.
We don't need to go there. We can stay there. Let's not.
But yeah, so like growing up listening to that and like seeing where Atlanta's at right now, it's not that I don't dislike what's going on now, but I feel like me as an artist, I wanted to do something that would bring joy to them. Like, okay, we got somebody that knows the history, like not just rapping to rap or because they see money,
right,
but actually shed light on the city for real. You know what I mean? So that's my whole thing, Rise of Atlantis, and it's also gonna tell the story of like from the time I moved to Atlanta, because I'm not originally from here. I moved here when I was like 8 years old, and it's basically telling that story over the last 20 years, from 8 to 28, the things that I've experienced, the things I saw, and I feel like there's certain stuff that you witness in this city that nobody else would know about unless you're from here. So that's kind of like the whole idea.
That's awesome. It's a beautiful thing. I can't wait to see the project come out. So January 2018, look for that?
Not January.
Not January.
Pushing for February.
Gotcha.
So that's what we're looking at right now. But I'm trying not to like give a definitive date because it can change. But
exactly.
we pushing for February.
For sure. Well, it was nice sitting down and catching up with you. Are you ready to do a little fresh freestyle for us?
Hey man, I think I may have something. Let me see.
All right.
Give me a second.
All right, we're gonna head over to the produce section, keeping it fresh and local. It's been Carine Cassell with J NOLAN. Holla at us.
Wow.